Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Season 1, Episode 6 is called First Duel, and this is the episode where Joey finally gets his turn to prove he can duel without Yugi holding his hand every 5 seconds. And to be fair to Joey, he does win. But he wins in the most Joey way possible, which means he spends most of the episode getting embarrassed, confused, bullied by a lady with perfume cards, and then somehow saves himself with a baby dragon and a magic clock. The episode starts after Yugi beats Weevil, so now Joey needs to actually duel someone. That is already scary because Joey is not exactly the polished professional of the group. He is more like a guy who learned the rules in the car on the way there and now has to fight people who brought full strategy decks. He has heart, he has courage, and he has almost no idea what he is doing. That is his entire charm. Joey duels like someone who should not be allowed near a tournament, but somehow you want him to win anyway. Yugi tells Joey that he should pick a battlefield that works for his deck. Since Joey uses a lot of warrior and beast warrior monsters, the grassland area seems like a good choice. This is already more strategy than Joey usually has, so we should give him credit. He looks at the field and thinks, grass. My guys like grass. Perfect. It is caveman strategy, but it is strategy. Then My Valentine shows up, and right away, the episode makes it clear that she is not taking Joey seriously at all. Mai wants to duel Yugi, but she decides it would be smarter to collect star chips from weaker duelists first. So she looks at Joey and basically sees free money with a Brooklyn accent. That is disrespectful, but also not completely insane. Joey at this point is not exactly giving off champion energy. He gives off, I accidentally entered the wrong building energy. Mai challenges him, and Taya immediately thinks this is a bad idea. Joey only has 1 star chip, so if he loses, he is out of the tournament. That means this is not just practice. This is Joey putting his whole Duelist Kingdom run on the line before he has even gotten comfortable. But Joey accepts anyway, because Joey would rather be eliminated than look scared in front of everybody. This is dumb, but it is also exactly why Joey works as a character. He is not calm, he is not elegant, he is pride with legs. Before the duel even starts, Joey asks Mai why she entered the tournament. Mai says she wants the prize money for luxury and glamour. Joey says that is weak because he is dueling to save his sister's eyesight. And honestly, Joey wins that argument immediately. Mai is playing for rich lady shopping money, and Joey is playing because his sister needs surgery. That does not mean Mai is evil, but it does make her look very silly for acting superior. You cannot be that smug when your motivation is basically, I want expensive perfume, and the guy across from you is fighting for a medical bill. Then the duel starts, and this is where Mai begins her main scam. She acts like she has some kind of psychic ability because she can tell what cards she is drawing without looking at them. Joey sees this and immediately loses his mind. He starts thinking she can predict the future, because apparently in this world that is easier to believe than maybe she marked her cards. To be fair, this is Yu-Gi-Oh!, so psychic powers are not even that crazy. A man with 1 magical eye literally stole Yugi's grandpa's soul a few episodes ago. So Joey thinking Mai has powers is not the dumbest conclusion. It is still dumb, but it is understandable dumb. Mai's trick is actually very simple. She put different perfumes on her cards so she can smell which card is which. That is it. That is her big magic. She is not reading fate. She is sniffing cardboard. This is one of the funniest shenanigans in the entire early show because everyone treats it like some genius psychological technique. Mai is standing there acting mysterious. Joey is panicking, and the whole secret is that her deck smells like a department store. Imagine being in a serious tournament and your opponent is winning because her cards have different flavors of fancy soap. That is not psychic. That is just cheating with extra steps and probably a headache. Joey starts badly. He summons Masaki, the legendary swordsman, and because he places it in the grassland, it gets stronger. So for 1 second, it seems like Joey understood the field bonus system. Then Mai summons Harpy Lady in the mountains, and Harpy Lady gets her own field bonus because flying monsters are better suited there. Mai attacks, and Joey's monster loses because land monsters are apparently disadvantaged against flying monsters. So now the duel is not just about attack points. It is about geography, airspace, and whether your monster remembered to look up. This is Duelist Kingdom logic at its finest. Joey thinks, my warrior is stronger on grass, and Mai says yes, but my bird lady is in the mountains, so your grass man is stupid. That is basically the rule. The arena is out here making legal decisions like it passed the bar exam. Joey tries again with Tiger Axe. Same problem. He puts Tiger Axe in the grassland, Gets the bonus, attacks Harpy Lady, and then the field logic smacks him again. Tiger Axe loses its advantage, Harpy Lady wins, and Joey keeps taking damage. At this point, Joey is not dueling Mai. Joey is dueling Elevation. Mai keeps making it worse by pretending she knows every card through mystical power. Joey gets more and more flustered, and this is where the episode becomes very childish in a good way. Mai is basically the older kid on the playground saying, I know what you are going to do before you do it. And Joey is the younger kid yelling, no fair, while still falling for it every time. Then Mai powers up Harpy Lady with Cyber Shield, which makes it even stronger. This is where her deck starts feeling unfair, not because it is unbeatable, but because Joey is already confused, and now the Bird Lady has armor. Harpy Lady is standing there with Mountain Power, Perfume, Mind Games, and shiny equipment. Joey is barely holding the controller correctly. Joey sets a monster, and Mai destroys it too. She is completely controlling the duel. She has the stronger monster, she has the field advantage, and she has Joey mentally spinning in circles. The worst part is that she knows she is messing with him. Mai is not just trying to win. She is enjoying watching Joey feel stupid. That is why the episode wants you to root against her. She is not evil like Pegasus. She is just smug in a way that makes you want someone to trip her. But then Joey finally starts thinking. This is the miracle of the episode. Joey notices the smell coming from the cards and realizes Mai is not psychic. She marked her cards with perfume. Once Joey figures that out, her whole act collapses. That is the best part about fake confidence. Once someone sees the trick, you stop looking powerful and start looking ridiculous. Mai goes from mysterious card queen to a person who brought scented flashcards to a duel. Joey calls her out, and suddenly the duel changes. He is still behind, but now he is not scared of her anymore. That matters more than the cards for a minute. Mai's biggest advantage was not Harpy Lady. It was making Joey believe she was unbeatable. Once he realizes she is just cheating with smells, he gets his backbone back. Then Joey summons Baby Dragon. And Baby Dragon is adorable, but let us be honest, it is not exactly terrifying. If you are losing a serious duel and your comeback begins with a baby, things have gone wrong somewhere. Mai looks at Baby Dragon and probably thinks Joey has fully given up. And honestly, you cannot blame her. If someone summons a baby anything in a fight, you do not usually assume that is the winning move. Mai then uses Elegant Egotist, which turns one Harpy Lady into 3 Harpy Ladies. This is another shenanigan. The card basically says, what if my one annoying flying woman became 3 annoying flying women? Suddenly, Joey is staring at a full squad of harpies. Mai has 3 monsters, Joey has a baby dragon, and the episode wants us to believe Joey still has a chance. This is where Joey's life becomes a math problem written by a bully. But then Joey draws Time Wizard. Time Wizard's one of those cards that makes early Yu-Gi-Oh! Feel like it was created by a child explaining a dream. It is a tiny wizard clock that can age everything on the field. Joey uses Time Wizard's effect, and because it works, Baby Dragon becomes Thousand Dragon. That is already insane. The baby does not grow into a normal dragon. It becomes a 1,000-year-old dragon instantly, like Joey threw it into a microwave full of time. Even better, Time Wizard also ages Mai's Harpy Ladies, weakening them back down. So Mai's whole field suddenly turns old and useless because Joey pulled out a clock gremlin. This is not strategy in the normal sense. This is cartoon witchcraft. Mai used perfume science, Joey answered with time crimes. Then Thousand Dragon attacks and wipes out all 3 Harpy Ladies. Mai loses. Joey wins his first duel. And yes, it is ridiculous. Joey wins because his baby dragon becomes an old dragon and Mai's bird women get hit with retirement. But that is also why the episode works. Joey's victory is not clean or elegant. It is not Yugi doing some 5-step genius combo. It is Joey stumbling through humiliation, getting angry, figuring out the trick, and then gambling everything on a weird card that only he would trust. The duel shenanigans in episode 6 are everywhere. Mai pretends to be psychic, but she is really just smelling perfume off her cards. The terrain rules keep changing the fight, so grassland, mountains, flying monsters, and land monsters all matter like this is a nature documentary. Joey loses monsters because Harpy Lady is apparently too airborne for his grass warriors. Cyber Shield turns Harpy Lady into an armored bird lady problem. Elegant Egotist makes 3 harpies out of 1 because 1 was not annoying enough. And then Time Wizard ages Baby Dragon into Thousand Dragon, which is probably the most because I said so move in the episode. Outside the duel, the episode is also full of nonsense. Mai is picking on Joey because she thinks he is weak, which is true but still rude. Joey accepts a dangerous duel mostly because he does not want to look like a coward. Taya tries to stop him, Yugi lets him do it, and everyone stands around acting like this is a normal way for teenagers to settle things. Pegasus's Island continues to be a terrible place with no adults doing anything useful. Children are betting their tournament lives on magic card fights while rich weirdos watch from somewhere. Very healthy system. But episode 6 is important because it gives Joey his first real win. Not a borrowed win, not a pity win, not Yugi secretly carrying him. Joey wins because he stops being intimidated and starts paying attention. He notices Mai's trick. He trusts his own card. He takes the risk. And even though the actual winning combo is extremely stupid, it fits him perfectly. That is the thing about Joey. He is not the smartest duelist. He is not the cleanest duelist. Half the time, he looks like he is one bad draw away from eating the cards. But he has nerve. He can get embarrassed, take damage, look like a fool, and still keep standing there. That is why his win feels good. He does not beat Mai because he is smoother than her. He beats her because she underestimates him, and then the baby dragon grows old enough to ruin her entire day. So episode 6 is basically this. Mai shows up acting like a psychic queen. Joey gets bullied by perfume and geography. Harpy Lady becomes a flying armored problem. Joey finally realizes the trick. And then Time Wizard turns the duel into a senior citizen attack. It is dumb, dramatic, unfair, and very funny. And honestly, that is early Yu-Gi-Oh! At its best. The rules barely behave, the villains cheat in weirdly theatrical ways, and the solution is almost never normal. In episode 5, Yugi beat a giant moth by making it wet and electrocuting it. In episode 6, Joey beats a fake psychic woman by aging his baby dragon into an elderly dragon and sending her harpies to bird retirement. This show is not sane, but it is never boring.